Hey guys, so today I will be doing a 24-hour readathon. So my last 24-hour readathon was in December of 2017, so basically 3 years ago, and I'm going to be doing another one. So my last one is a holiday edition, and this one is going to be a holiday Christmassy edition as well. So that last 24-hour readathon is actually like my most popular video ever. So I hope you guys are excited that you're getting a new one. But it is not midnight, since I will not be staying awake for all 24 hours because I don't want to lose all my brain cells. I will be sleeping, and since I will be sleeping, I decided to start the readathon now. It's around like 10:30 right now, and I decided I'm going to start it now, and I'm still going to give myself till midnight tomorrow, just because I will be sleeping. And I decided that I did not want to go to sleep tonight until I finish at least one book. And to get around that, the first book that I will read for this readathon is The Nutcracker by E.T.A. Hoffman. This book is like 112 pages long, and it's also very short, and the text is quite substantial. So I'm probably just gonna go read this right now, and then I'll be able to go to sleep. But other than this, I do have a stack of like holiday Christmassy books that I could read for this readathon. So I guess we will like, maybe I could like put them all together in a pile and then pick one randomly. I don't know, but I do know I definitely want to read Let It Snow in this holiday vlog, and yeah, so I'm hoping to do some holiday-y things in this vlog. It is currently, it's not snowing actively, but there's like a ton of snow on the ground from a snowstorm that we had like yesterday. Well, yesterday and then the night before, and so since it's still like below freezing outside, the snow has not melted, so maybe I can go outside and do something in the snow tomorrow. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna sit down and read this book, and I will check in once I have finished it, which I assume will be in about like 45 minutes. Hi. So it is a little while later. I actually don't have my phone with me, but I finished The Nutcracker. And I'm not gonna rate it because, one, it's classic, two, I don't have a rating for it. I liked some parts, I wasn't the biggest fan of others. It just didn't really feel right to rate the book, especially since I'm not super, I wasn't super interested in it. I was sort of just looking for a Christmassy story. It was kind of Christmassy, but I didn't, love it. It's not, a new favorite classic or anything. But it was fun. And now I am one book away from having read 150 books this year. So, and I'm one book down for this readathon already, so I would call that a win. But I will see you in the morning when I will pick a new book to start. So, I will see you then. Good morning. I look like a mess right now, so I guess the outside matches the inside, but it is like 10 o'clock right now. Don't know why I got such a late start to the— actually I do, because I went to bed at around midnight. Don't know why. I sat in my bed and watched TV for an hour, and then I looked at the time and it was 12:07, and I was like, I should probably go to bed. And I finally did, but then I woke up at 9, and I just came back from downstairs. I was drinking coffee and on my computer, and yeah, so that's why it's so late. But now, I actually have a plan. Something I would not have been able to say last night. So the next book that I want to start is this, Let It Snow, by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Myracle. This is a collection of 3 short stories. So each author wrote a short story in this book, and I'm gonna read it. So basically, since there are 3 stories, I decided that I would read the first one, and then read another book, read the second one, then read another book, and then read the last story. And then, hopefully, I will have read The Nutcracker, this, and then 2 other books. But, also, I only have, like, 14 hours left, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but, you know, we're gonna find out together. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna vlog as I'm reading, because I'm not about that, so quality content. But, yeah, I'm gonna go read this first story after I make my bed and get my life together, and then I will talk to you once I've finished the first story. So, it is a little while later. What time is it? It is 10:22. Oh. So, I guess when I updated you last time, it was only, like, around 9:30 probably. But, it's now 10:22, and I have read the first story of Let It Snow. So, the first story was by Maureen Johnson, and it was called The Jubilee Express, and I enjoyed it. I forgot that I'd actually read that entire story before in my last 24-hour readathon. I thought I just started it and gotten a couple chapters in, but I actually finished it because, nothing in the story surprised me. Like, once I read it, like, it surprised me when it happened, but then I was like, actually, I remember this, so, yeah. But it had been 3 years since I read it, so, like, there were obviously things that I'd forgotten, but it was cute, it was cheesy. It was written 12 years ago, so I was only 3 years old. And the references really date the story. They are talking about, like, iPods and, like, how her iPod has minutes and just, like, all this stuff. And I was like, wow, this, like, does not really age well. But anyway, so I read that. That was, like, 117 pages, so 112 from The Nutcracker, plus 117 from this book is 225 pages. So, wait, no, 29 pages, right? Or am I just making things up? Yes, I think I'm right. I think the next book that I want to read is Hercule Poirot's Christmas, which is an Agatha Christie book, obviously, and it is a mystery book, and it follows Hercule Poirot in Christmas time. I really don't know anything else other than that. But it's pretty short. Agatha Christie's books are usually pretty short. I'll probably be able to read it in like 1 or 2 sittings. So, I think that's the next book that I will read, and I will update you when I've gotten a little of the ways in. Hi. So, I have gotten dressed and presentable for the day. It is now 12:33. So, yeah, it's 12:33, and I'm now over halfway through Hercule Poirot's Christmas by Agatha Christie. I am on page 157 out of 272. So what's that, like 60%? But I am really enjoying this book so far, and I don't know, sometimes with Agatha Christie books, I'll be like, I'm sort of just like, I know it's a 3-star from the beginning, and sometimes I know it's like a 4 stars or above from the beginning. This book is definitely going to be at least a 4 stars, just because it's like my favorite formula for Agatha Christie. It's a big family, it's very atmospheric, there's a murder, and there is, you know, it's like, they're kind of all isolated, and it's a country house. It's just like the perfect formula for Christie, so that's like my favorite. Also, this book is really reminding me of Knives Out. I know Knives Out is kind of like Christie-esque, but this book, out of the ones that I've read from her, is the most similar to Knives Out, in my opinion. Originally, I thought Knives Out was more similar to like Crooked House, but the more that I am reading this, the more that I'm reminded of Knives Out, because Knives Out is kind of Christmassy, it's like snowy and stuff, and this book obviously is as well, and yeah, I'm just having a really good time. Also, like, the circumstances of the murder are very similar, and yeah, I am just really enjoying it, but it takes place only over a couple of days, so it started like December 21st, and right now I'm on part 4, so it is now Christmas Day, and yeah, I'm excited to continue, but right now I am gonna go eat lunch. I'm probably gonna have soup, because why not? Maybe I'll film a little clip in there or something, I don't know, maybe fill this vlog up, but hopefully after lunch I can finish this, and then I will read the next story in Let It Snow, and then pick another book to read. So yeah, it's only 12:33, and I'm already pretty far the ways into these books, but since it's a holiday vlog, I wanted to show the snow once again, because it is quite pretty. Once again, I will probably go out there, maybe, and just walk around the block or something. We will see, and I will bring you along with me if I do that, because I don't want to just be in my house all day for this reading vlog. I'm gonna go make soup, and then read some more, and I will let you know once I have finished Hercule Poirot's Christmas. Hello, so it is around 3:30, and I have finished Hercule Poirot's Christmas by Agatha Christie, and I was right. I am gonna give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. There was a section, like, in the middle towards the end where I was like, don't know how I feel about this. It was like, I feel like the interrogations were going on a little too long, but then eventually, like, the last 2 sections of the book, it turned into this whole family soap opera, and I was feeling it. So yeah, the beginning was really, really strong, the middle was, like, fine, the interrogation bits, and then the ending really made up for it. So, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it, and yeah, I like the spine, too, and the cover is really cool, and the back as well. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Also, I predicted the murderer. It kind of crossed my mind. I wasn't like, this is definitely who it is, but it did sort of cross my mind. And I was like, it could be this person. Lo and behold, it was. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and 4 out of 5 stars. And now I have 2 books done for this readathon, and I have like 9 hours left. So let's see how much I can read in that time. But right now, I'm gonna go read the next story in Let It Snow. It is John Green's story, and it is called A Cheertastic Christmas Miracle, and it starts on page 121, and it ends on page 211. So, it's less than 100 pages. So, I should probably be able to read this quite quickly, but I also do kind of want to work on my art project, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll watch like a YouTube video right now and give my brain a break, and then read the next story. I don't know, but I will let you know once I've decided something. So, little update, I worked on my art project, and then promptly had an emotional breakdown, so love that for me. But I did read the next story in Let It Snow, which was A Cheertastic Christmas Miracle by John Green. And honestly, I didn't love the story. I thought it was mediocre at best. I feel like that story really did show that this book is like over a decade old. The 2008 really jumped out in that story. It was just pretty, I hate to use the word problematic, but it was a little problematic. I feel like it was just, did not age well. Like, the first story, like, it was like kind of a fun throwback that it was like, it didn't age well, but this one, like, didn't age well in a, like, a bad way. Yeah, it was just kind of low-key misogynistic, and it was a little, it was like kind of fixed in the end, but also I really disliked the ending and the outcome. I just don't. I don't like that outcome, and it's a trope, and I just was not a fan. But, so, like, the first story, I would say, was, like, a guilty pleasure 3.5 star. The second story was, like, a 2 star. So, hopefully, the third story can make up for this. But I also made a decision as I was having my mental breakdown. I decided that I want to make this a weekend reading vlog, because today kind of got away from me, and I just was feeling really bad about myself, and I don't want to stress myself out. So, as a result, I'm going to make this a weekend reading vlog, so that I, you know, am not, like, stressed out. So, yeah, I am gonna make this a weekend reading vlog. I don't know if I'll get to read anything else tonight. I will really, really try to. But I have to pick a new book since I finished Hercule Poirot's Christmas and the second story in Let It Snow. So, once I pick a new book, I will let you know what I've chosen, and hopefully I will have a reading update for it as well. Hi. So, it is currently 8:45 exactly, and I do actually have a reading update. I'm showered, which is why I look like a rat right now, but I have started and finished the entire book. It is not impressive at all, though, because it was a picture book. I read A Bad Kitty Christmas by Nick Bruell. So, basically, I tried to read, like, every single, like, I was like, let me just see the Christmas books on my shelf and, like, try each one of them, and I just could not get into any of them, and it was probably just, like, where I was mentally, but I was just like, I'm not interested in any of these, and so I went on Scribd, and I literally just typed in Christmas, and I scrolled, and I was like, I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna freaking do it. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I literally don't. So I read it, and also I had a bit of nostalgia, because I read this, like, Bad Kitty series when I was in, like, 3rd grade, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read A Bad Kitty for Christmas, because why not? And it was really cute, and I gave it 5 stars, and I don't care. So, yeah. I literally cannot believe I gave this book 5 stars. But also, honestly, a masterpiece. But, yeah. I just wanted to say that I read that. So, now I have read 3 books for the Readathon. And, yeah, since it's a weekend thing, I am going to read the final story of Let It Snow in the morning. And then hopefully I can get through another book and then maybe read, like, a little bit of another one. Or maybe even a full one. We shall see. But now, my Goodreads reading challenge looks like that. That's really bright. Let me try to lower it. Now, can you see it? I don't know. I've read 151 books, so that's cool. But, yeah, I'm excited to finish Let It Snow in the morning. And, yeah, I basically have... So, yeah, I'm just happy that I made this a weekend reading vlog, because I was in a, like, I don't know, I just was not in a good mood at all. So, I'm happy that I'm not, like, stressing myself out and only giving myself till, like, 12 tonight. So, yeah, that is it for this clip, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning. It is probably, like, around 11 o'clock, and I have now finished Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Myracle. So, I just read the final story in here, which was The Patron Saint of Pigs by Lauren Myracle. And I think it might actually be my favorite. Either Maureen Johnson's or Lauren Myracle's is my favorite. I just didn't really care for John Green's, really. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna give this book, like, a 3.5 out of 5 stars, just because it was cute, I liked it, I'm excited to watch the movie, and, yeah, I will probably end up rereading it in, another year for Christmas, because it's very Christmassy. Something that I liked is that the 3 stories eventually did meet up, so it was kind of like, Love Actually, or like, the movie The Holiday. So, yeah, that was cool, and I liked how it all came together. But, yeah, I need to pick a new book to read, and once I do, I will let you know what I have chosen. But now I have read 4 books for the readathon so far, and I still have the rest of the day, so let's see what I can read. Hi, so there's not really a point to this clip other than to say that it is snowing outside. I don't know if you can really see it, but it is snowing, so that's cool. Also, I have picked another book. I'm going to start 7 Days of Us by Francesca Hornak. So, yeah, this was like the shortest clip in history, but I'm gonna go start that and then check back in when I have something to update. So, I think it is around like 1:30, and I've eaten lunch, and I am now around like 200 pages into 7 Days of Us. I am on part 6, and so basically, I bought this on a whim like 2 or 3 years ago at Barnes & Noble, and I looked on Goodreads, and all the people that I'd followed had like either given this 2 stars or DNF'd it, and I was really like, that's interesting, I wonder why. And Now that I'm 200 pages in, I still don't know why. This book is actually, like, pretty good so far. Like, right now, if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it, like, a 4-star. I like the family dynamics. It is a little bit vapid at parts, but, I mean, there's not much you can do. This book is really reminding me of The Family Stone with, Diane Keaton and Rachel McAdams and who the frick else? Craig T. Nelson. So if you like that movie, you will probably like this book. Like, it is shockingly similar. Like, there's a plot point with the mother in this book that is, like, very reminiscent to the thing that's happening with the mother in The Family Stone, and there's, like, it's like a big family, and they're all stuck together on Christmas. But the reason they are all stuck with each other at Christmas is because one of their daughters is a doctor in Liberia, and she was treating something called the hag virus, and so now they have to quarantine for a week at their house. And I was like, oh, this book is about a quarantine. Great. Like, literally the entire book is centered around this quarantine. They're, like, stuck in this giant, like, estate that is, like, their family estate. And, yeah, it's really good so far, though. Basically, there are 5 main characters. There's Andrew and Emma, who are the parents, and then there's Olivia, who is the doctor, and Phoebe, who is the other daughter, who is engaged to a man named George, and then there is Jesse, who is the biological son to Andrew, and he had this son out of wedlock with a woman in America, and the woman has just died, and so now we're following Jesse as he is sort of trying to locate his birth father, and it's just really interesting. I really like it so far. I like the characters. Again, they are kind of vapid a little bit, but other than that, I'm having a really good time. I really like the writing in this book. I like the atmosphere. It's set in London, and I love Christmas, so I like the time that it's set in, obviously. But, I'm, like, more than halfway through, or, like, exactly halfway through. I don't know, the book is, like, around 380 pages. So, yeah. I am excited to continue reading, but I'm gonna take a break now, and probably watch some TV or something. But I'm actually gonna make some chai. I will check back in once I have gotten a little further the ways into this book. So it is now dark outside, which means it's probably around like 5:30, and I have finished 7 Days of Us by Francesca Hornak, and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The reason that it's not a 5 is just because there were some parts I just felt meh about. Some of the characters I wasn't the biggest fan of. Phoebe in particular was like definitely my least favorite. There was just something about her that I didn't love. I didn't really care for her character. It's like, I hadn't seen her archetype before. Don't really care for it. Also, the ending was very abrupt, and there was a specific character that I really wanted to see the outcome of, but we didn't, and maybe that was the point. I don't really know, but the ending was definitely abrupt, and like, I felt like the rest of the book was pretty slow. It was more just like spending time with the characters, than having like a big, exciting, shocking plot. And then the ending sort of just happened, and I was like, I could deal with like another 50 pages, so, yeah, but maybe it was intentional, I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 stars. Also, I realized in my last clip, I said that Andrew, had a, like, basically, I said that he met a woman in America or something, or I said that, like, he had Jesse in America or something. That's not true. Andrew basically, after, like, he'd been dating Emma for 3 months in 1980, and he went to Lebanon and, conceived Jesse there with this woman, and then the birth mother, oh my god. Anyway, the birth mother gave Jesse up for adoption, and he lived in Iowa with his adoptive parents, and then, in this book, basically, he's, like, trying to search for his birth father, who is Andrew. And his birth mother has just died, and he didn't get to see her before she passed away. And so now, like, the main mission that he was trying to do in this book was to find Andrew. So yeah, I would just wanted to clear that up, because my last clip, I realized after I, like, stopped recording, I was like, that is not accurate. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it. It's a good holiday read. I was kind of getting emotional at the ending, so that's cool. I definitely liked the ending. Like, I liked the ending, but I just didn't like how abrupt it happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to explain. But, yeah, I don't know why this book was getting so much flack, because I personally really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I will probably end up rereading it in the future. I will definitely read more Francesca Hornak books when they come out, but, yeah, this was fun. 4 stars. And this is the 5th book that I read for the readathon. So, I really don't know what I could read. I have to go help make dinner right now, but by the time that's over, it'll probably be like 7. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I could read, like, A Christmas Carol or something, because that book is pretty short. I don't know. We shall see. So, maybe I can get, like, a little ways into a book, but, yeah. I will check in when I have something to update about. So, goodbye. Hello. So, it is quite a bit later. It's probably around, like, 8 o'clock, and I've now showered, and everything. But I have also started a new book. I started Murder for Christmas by Francis Duncan. I do have it on my bookshelf over there. But, yeah, so I started that, and I'm about, like, 5 or 6 chapters in so far. I'm probably, like, less than a third of the way through. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it tonight. I hope I will, but I'm not gonna, like, stress myself out to finish it, because I have finished 5 books already, so if I don't finish it tonight, I'll just see how many pages I read, and then put that towards my count for this weekend readathon, read along, whatever. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go watch some TV with my family, and I will try to read afterward. Well, I definitely will read afterward, but how much is still in debate. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. And if oh, also, I completely forgot to mention this. I had no idea that Murder for Christmas, I thought it was like a new cozy mystery that had come out within the last couple of years, but apparently it came out in like 1950, and I was like, I found that out, and that was a complete shock to me, because I had not known that before. But, yeah, I can definitely see it is kind of drawing from Poirot and Myracle and, like, Christie in general, because she had been published, like, 30 years before, but, and she was still writing in the 50s, but, yeah, I can tell this author definitely is pulling from her a little bit, but it does feel like a very classic mystery, and I like the setup so far. The murder has not yet happened, but, I already have an idea of who the suspect is, so, yeah, but when I read more, I will let you know how much I've read and what my feelings are. Hi. So, if you hear a loud noise, it is my fan. But, it is around, like, 11:30, and I am dead tired. I'm only around, like, 120 pages into Murder for Christmas, but I don't want to, like, force myself to read, so, yeah. Also, I've already read, like, 5 books, so, you know, I'm gonna call this a win, and I will talk to you tomorrow to sort of sum up the weekend and what I read, and give, like, a final page count and everything, so, yeah. I am going to put Murder for Christmas on hold and resume in, tomorrow. Like, I will keep reading it, and then, talk about it in my Vlogmas vlog once I finish it. But, yeah, I will see you tomorrow morning to wrap up the readathon. Hello! So, I am finally going to wrap up this 24-hour readathon. I am filming this on the day that this is going up, so, hello. But I just wanted to wrap up the books that I read. So I read... Wait, what? I read 5 and, like, a third of another one. So, the first book that I read was The Nutcracker by E.T.A. Hoffman, which was 112 pages. Then I read Hercule Poirot's Christmas, which was 272 pages. Then I read Let It Snow, which was 352 pages. Then I read 7 Days of Us, which was 380 pages. And then I read A Bad Kitty Christmas. I forgot to talk about that one, which was 40 pages, and then I also read 100 pages, like around 100 pages, of Murder for Christmas by Francis Duncan. So I will have the final number on the screen. So that is how much I read over the weekend. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of my social media links are in the description box below if you are interested. And yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, or a Happy Hanukkah, or I hope you're enjoying your Kwanzaa if you celebrate, or whatever other winter holidays you celebrate, or if you celebrate none. I just hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!